Now, Venus is a planet of relationships, connection, our values, and our desires. Saturn is a planet of limitation, restriction, commitment, but also challenges. So sometimes when Venus and Saturn come together, it can mark a period of discussing boundaries or expectations in your close relationships or contracts or agreements. For some, this will look like boundary setting conversations to help stabilize your relationship. It could look like making an important commitment for the future. But for others, it could also look like ending a relationship or a contract and deciding to move on and walk away. Now, this planetary pairing is taking place at 25 degrees. So, if you have any planets or placements around 25 degrees, especially of Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Pisces, you'll feel the effects of this transit the most intensely. Now, on the same day, also around 4 a.m., Mercury retrograde in Pisces is going to finally end. It is ending at 26 degrees. So if you have any planets in Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Pisces around 26 degrees, you're also going to get this double whammy of energy. It's important to note that when Mercury retrograde ends, it's not like all of our problems are solved. So you are still susceptible to misunderstandings, miscommunications, and Mercury is actually stationary in the sky. So it is standing still. It is not fully moving forward, full speed ahead just yet. It is still requiring some reflection, and it is going to be tracing over the steps it took during the retrograde. So you are wrapping up the final pieces of your Mercury retrograde story, and there could still be some delays or misunderstandings that take place today. But in general, this can also coincide with a moment of insight, or you're ready to make a decision, or you're ready to move in a new direction altogether. On the same day at 5:30 a.m., the moon in Leo is going to form a sextile with Jupiter in Gemini. And this is wonderful energy, especially because 2 hours later, it is going to form a trine with the sun in Aries. So it is reactivating that sun Jupiter connection that took place the day prior. And you might feel its energy a little bit more potently today because the moon is the closest celestial body to us here on Earth. When it connects with the planets that are further away, it brings that energy down to us so we can really access it and make the most of it. So this would be a period of time in the morning where you're learning lucky news. You wake up in a good mood. You are feeling supported. You're making progress. This is a great time for sharing and bringing attention and shedding light on your beliefs and causes that are important to you. And in general, it just might feel like things are going a little bit smoothly in your life and you're starting off the day headed in the right direction. The day is going to wrap up around 9 p.m. with the moon in Leo forming a square with Uranus in Taurus. The moon represents our inner world and kind of the energy of the day. Uranus is a planet of surprise, breakthrough, and innovation. And so when it clashes into the moon, it can bring sudden developments. Maybe there's a change of plans. Maybe you have an emotional reaction. Maybe if you've been stuffing your feelings up and haven't been able to access the full spectrum of your emotions, you finally have a good cry. But it could be some sort of welcome surprise as well. It could also simply be it's closer to the end of the day. Maybe you're having more trouble winding down and you're just feeling energized still.